just want to give a different perspective on this really fast. You guys know that I'm a former collegiate athlete and I love basketball, so sometimes I look at life as a basketball game. Sometimes when I feel like there's nothing else that I can do, and I look to God and I ask him for direction, I look at life as a basketball game. Let me give you this perspective. You see, basketball games has something called runs, not the kind you get when you eat Taco Bell. But basketball games has something called runs. And basically what a run is, it's when a team goes on a long stretch of scoring for a certain period of time and the other team has not scored or they scored very minimal points. That's what a run is. And my coaches, all of my coaches growing up, high school, college, AAU, rec league, they all would always tell me basketball is a game of runs. That is probably the one thing that every single basketball player has heard in their career, is that basketball is a game of runs. Sometimes you up, sometimes you down. Sometimes your team is playing good, and sometimes they not. And when I look at this basketball game and I look at the runs, I think about life and I think about the different seasons that life has. Sometimes you're up, everything's going good. Your family's intact, your job's intact, finances are looking good. But then it just takes that one thing to go bad. And we in a different run, we in a different season of life. So just like basketball have runs, life has seasons. And the one thing that I love about our 2022 NBA champions, the Golden State Warriors, is they play each game like it's a game of runs. There are some teams in the NBA that I feel like don't take up that mentality. When they don't take up that mentality, when they're down, that's when you start to see players hang their head. They start to make even worse passes. They start to take even worse shots than they've already taken. And that's how we get in life. When we're down, we hang our head. When we're down, we do other things instead of trust God, which puts us in a deeper hole, like those NBA players try to take the crazy three-point shots and try to make the crazy passes because they're rattled and they're shook. But the Golden State Warriors, they play each game like a game of runs. And the thing about them is they know their personnel so well that they know who needs to make plays at any given time in order to help them swing the game in their favor. That's why they're the champions. You see, sometimes you need a point guard who is poised and knows how to steer the offense and give them direction through the struggles. See, then sometimes you need a shooting guard who is spotted up and ready to take that shot and hit that three-point celebration when everything is going good. You see, then sometimes you need that big man who's out there grabbing all the rebounds, and just when you thought you were about to fall, he's there to catch you with the strength that he possesses. When you feel like you're down, your big man is there to pick you back up. You see, you need a power forward that is going to get down and dirty and don't mind boxing out the devil. He don't mind letting the devil know, yeah, I'm here. He don't mind letting the devil know, I ain't going out like no punk. See, then you need a small forward that can come through and dunk on the devil's head while he thought he had you down, while he thought that he hit you hard in the mouth, while he thought that you were down. But that small forward is at the top of the key. And now he got a clear path to the basket to slam it down on the devil's head. And the whole time this is happening, the head coach is sitting back watching it all happen. He's watching it all play out. And he never gets rattled. He never gets shook. He never gets shaken up. He never loses his cool. He's never caught by surprise. Because he knows he has a championship squad on his hands. He knows that he has the blueprint for victory, and he knows that he has given his team the blueprint for victory. God is the ultimate coach. He never gets rattled. He never loses his cool. He never gets shook. Whenever you are in your trial and tribulation, God is sitting back like, I saw this coming. Yep, I know it was going to happen. I knew it. But I've equipped you. I've given you the tools. I've given you everything that you need as long as you look to me during the process. He knows the members of his team has showed up to workouts. They showed up to conditioning. They showed up to shoot around. They showed up to the team practice. And he knows he's equipped them to go. And when he says go, they go. When Coach Kerr says, Steph, go get that bucket, Steph goes and gets that bucket. When Coach Kerr says, Steph, I need you to chill out, I need Clay to come in a little bit, Clay comes in and he does his thing. When Coach Kerr says, hey, y'all, they double in the shooters on the perimeter. Hey, Wiggins, I need you to slash to the basket. Hey, Wiggins coming down and he's slamming it. When they're not getting enough rebounds, he say, hey, Draymond, I need you to get out there. You the backbone of this team, man. We need you. I need you to box out. He goes to Looney and says, hey, I need you to grab some boards, man. I need you to be that big man. I need you to pick up your teammates. But he's giving them the blueprint. He knows that they showed up. God knows that you show up. You read your word just like they attend workouts. You get in your prayer closet just like they show up to conditioning. You come to Bible study just like they go to shoot around. You go to team practice just like you fellowship with other believers. When you don't show up, it's hard to become a champion. God knows your end, OCG. He knows where you're going to end up. He knows that you are a champion. So don't get weary in your different seasons of life. Don't get weary when you're going through the struggle. Don't get weary when you're going through the hardship. Just look at your coach and lean on to his understanding of the game. Lean on to his wisdom. He's got you. God is the ultimate coach. He is a miracle worker. He's a promise keeper. My God can do anything. He's the God of miracles. He's the God of impossible. He's the God of even now. He's the God that is going to bring you out so your testimony will be like none that no one has ever seen before. But you just got to show up. Don't try to be God. God has the blueprint. Just show up. He gave you the tools. Just show up.